is a 1989 video game developed by Nintendo and Intelligent Systems and was published by Nintendo as a global launch title for the Game Boy and one of the first 4 games developed and released for the system. The game was released first in Japan in 1989, in North America later that year, and in Europe in 1990. The player's objective in Alleyway is to clear all the bricks in each stage using a ball and paddle while keeping the ball from falling into the abyss below. The game ends when all the player's lives are depleted. An additional life is granted for every 1,000 points scored until the player has over 10,000 points. The game lacks a continue feature, though the high score will be retained until the game is reset or turned off. As there is no battery-backed save RAM or password feature, Alleyway can only be completed in one sitting on the Game Boy. This was later changed with the re-release of the game for the Nintendo 3DS's Virtual Console system, thankfully, which allows for in-game progress to be recorded to a single save state accessible at any time while playing the game. Alleyway features 24 levels based on 8 block patterns and groups of 3. After every 3 regular stages, the player proceeds to a bonus stage, giving the game a total of 32 levels. Most levels follow a generic design, though bonus stages feature patterns based on various Nintendo Entertainment System Super Mario Bros. Sprites, such as Piranha Plant, Goombas, or Bowser, Mario's arch nemesis. Alleyway was a launch title for the Game Boy in 1989 for Japan and North America, alongside Super Mario Land, of which we have another video on this channel if you'd like to check out, Baseball, and Tetris, though only with the first 2 in Japan. Alleyway marks one of the first appearances of Super Mario on the Game Boy system, alongside Super Mario Land. Although its original box and cartridge art showed an unidentified character in a spacesuit piloting the paddle, the artwork was changed to show Mario at the controls in the game's international release. The game was one of the first titles made by the Nintendo R&D1 development team, alongside Tetris and Radar Mission. Years later, the game's designer, Gunpei Yokoi, would reuse much of Alleyway's source code, such as paddle behavior and adapted physics engine, for the Game Boy game Kirby's Block Ball, while working with Shigeru Miyamoto's team. Kirby's Block Ball. Perhaps we'll try that game out someday. What do you think, my friends? And so, our story begins. Oh, wait a minute. This is normally the part of the introduction, where I would give a little narration of the game's plot and story before we begin. But that's kind of challenging since Alleyway doesn't have a storyline whatsoever. So, I guess for today's video, we'll have to skip straight to the next part, won't we? I guess the next game we play will have more of a plot behind it. Stay tuned, my friends. Today, we shall together be watching a playthrough of this game for the purposes of invoking ASMR. ASMR. Autonomous Meridian Sensory Response. And hopefully having some fun along the way, my friends. This video is intended as a playthrough of a game with elements of ease to help people relax or perhaps even fall asleep, regardless of what you, the viewer, get from this video. I hope you enjoy and have a wonderful day. This is Alakazam ASMR, and let us begin. Alleyway ASMR. Please enjoy, my friends. And welcome, my friends, to Alleyway ASMR. Alleyway is really the simplest idea for a game put into motion. You know the classic video game Pong, where it's literally just a little dot and a paddle? And it's like table tennis, back and forth, back and forth. Well, that's pretty much the gist of what Alleyway for the Game Boy is all about. We have a paddle, we hit the little dot here, and we try and take out every single square unit on the screen to clear stages. That's as simple as this game gets. But it doesn't take away from the fun. So sit back and relax, my friends, as we begin Alleyway ASMR. We even get small references added in. As this is a Nintendo console, that little head there is a reference to Super Mario. So we'll get little touches like that throughout the game. Let's go and complete Alleyway ASMR. Let's go. There we go. So, we can control our paddle left and right, and we can press the A button to serve the ball and begin the round. So, we just gotta have quick reflexes and bounce it back. That's as simple as the game is. But you know, sometimes simplicity is the best thing in a game. Even for hardcore gamers like myself, sometimes it's good to just have something simple to play. No complex RPG strategies, no great big investments of memory to remember storylines. Just, here's a ball, and hit it back. That's about it. And that's the appeal of something like this. A small portable game is a good little way to relax. And I thought, I've been pretty short on time this week, so filming more complicated stuff, I haven't had the time to do so. But I thought it would be a nice idea to film something along the same lines of stuff I've already done. Because I don't want to neglect this channel. I feel like a game as simple as this is an easy one to film. Who knows, I might even be able to complete the game in a single sitting. Because the other games I'm planning on completing take more than a single day. They take a lot of planning, preparation, and memorization, as I like to show off the entirety of the game. Whereas Alleyway here is as simple as this. Hit the small units and, and try and beat your high score. And after all, who doesn't enjoy that little sound it makes? One more to go. Almost. There we go. Stage 1 cleared. Now we have moving units. So hopefully we can creep the ball behind there. Like so. Isn't that satisfying? Because my aim of this channel is to make content that's individual, if you catch my drift. I don't want to just make content for the sake of it. I want to film things that, it feels in character for me. This is something I would actually play in my spare time. Sometimes it'd be good to detox a long and lengthy game with something as simple as this. And also, I've had a lot of experiences playing different genres of games, from big, complicated games to simple arcade-style ones like this. And I feel like by recording even the simplest game like this for an ASMR playthrough, that you really get a taste of the variety that's in the gaming industry. I think it's a wonderful hobby to have, as you have so many choices in games. If you're into video games, there's almost something for everyone. We all have our own individual tastes. And I can find an appreciation for all genres. I just might not be particularly skilled at certain genres, but I do enjoy them all nonetheless. I think this was a good idea to film this video. As we clear stage 2. So as we sit back, relax, and play games, and bounce the ball back and forth in Alleyway, I'd like to just sit and chat with you all. How are things going, my friends? These are strange times we live in at the moment, but I'm talking to you, the viewer. Whether things are going well or times are tough, whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you want to achieve, whether that's your own aspirations, or you simply just want to relax and chill out, whatever it is, I hope you find it. After all, we're all here together to just sit back, chill, play games, and just take a load off. So I hope you're all doing well. I really appreciate your company here. I'm filming this video at the moment at 5 in the morning, but part of the fun of this channel is I don't feel as if I'm alone. I'm talking to you. I may be on paper talking to a camera, but I really feel as though you're there. I really enjoy the company. Can truly share these little experiences together. If there was more time in the week, I could get a lot more things filmed at once than I'd like to, but I get pressured for time. So I had to resort to a simpler video like this for now. But fear not, in the future, we'll have more gameplay throughs of more complicated stuff that I think you'll enjoy. And stage 3 is cleared. Now we have a bonus stage. We have to clear the little Mario blocks. See if we can clear every single block. Got 15 seconds left. We pulled it off. We cleared the bonus stage. Special bonus, 500 points. Excellent. Let's begin stage 4. But as I was saying before we enter that bonus stage, I'm really enjoying this social aspect of filming these ASMR game playthroughs and just relaxing with you all. I enjoy interacting with you, and I understand that I upload videos at a very slow pace. It's just finding the time throughout the week to film privately is unpredictable, and sometimes it's really difficult to pull off. But rest assured, I'm here to stay. And if you just give me time, I'll gradually get through to a lot of interesting ideas for some game playthroughs. I'm very interested in clearing other Game Boy titles, such as this, whether it's the popular Super Mario Bros. Games or Sonic games, to the more elusive and unusual one-offs. I'd like to cover a bit of everything, and hopefully throughout time we'll get into more complicated things, perhaps games that I won't make a single video for and actually need to make parts. We'll see how that goes. Until then, thank you for being along for the journey. Even as simple as this one is, I'm glad to have you here. And I hope you're having a wonderful time, my friends. Oh, the paddle just shrank there. That makes things significantly more difficult. Just gotta have good reaction times. And I didn't right there. So, let's just keep trying. Paddle shrinking again. There we go. And stage 4 is cleared. Now we enter into stage 5. Even a game as basic as this has its own unique ways of throwing challenges your way. It's interesting to see how portable gaming has changed over the years. You know, most people nowadays have a smartphone, and they have access to all kinds of interesting and fun little games on their phones. Back then, your portable gaming was very limited. You had the Nintendo Game Boy, which was a big brick. You had the Sega Game Gear, which was a big brick. And you had a variety of lesser known portable consoles that were lurking around in the market. It's just funny to see how you go from a game as basic as this, and you see how much technology has advanced. And sometimes the simplicity can really sell a product on its own. satisfying. The paddle shrinks again when you hit the top barrier. One more to go, we might get this here. We did, and cleared stage 5, and now we move on to stage 6. Let's serve the ball and keep going. Hopefully even something as simple as this can prove to be a relaxing experience for you all, my friends. Try not to think about where the ball's going to head. Perhaps to help you relax, just keep following the little ball. And try not to think too much about it. Maybe it'll help your mind drift. Maybe you'd like to have some arcade sounds in the background to help you chill out. However you manage to find enjoyment from this video, as long as it helps, it's totally worth it. I'm glad to have you along. Very satisfying. Ooh, that's a very satisfying one. Whoops, that was my fault there. Now the paddle shrinks again. The platform keeps rising. It's moving quicker, isn't it? We got an extra life there. Very nice. There's 2 more units to go. Gotta be precise with this movement here. And there we go. Hey, there's a Koopa from Mario. Nice little reference there. This is a good chance to earn some extra lives. Merely clear the little Koopa out of the way. Koopa Troopa. I always like that name for those minions of Bowser. The Koopa Troopas. Whoops. Well, that's us beginning to start stage 7. Okay, let's serve the ball. Didn't do particularly great in that bonus stage, but we'll make up for it. Right off the gate, we're getting less space to work with, but it also means we'll progress for this a little bit quicker. As we burrow our way inside. Paddle shrinks again. Nice. Precision is the name of the game because the paddles shrunk. One more to go. There we go. And that's stage 7 complete. Now on to stage 8. Moving platforms now. Very nice. Paddle shrunk again. Excellent. Two more units to go. Excellent. Stage 8 is now complete. Now we move on to stage 9. Now these parts are going to move down quickly. shrinks again. If we keep our reflexes sharp, we should be still okay. Got an extra life. Nice. Gotta love those fun little jingles that play when you obtain something nice in a game. And we lost that spare life. But it's a good thing we got it in the first place. Let's just see how far we can take this game in terms of levels. Walls are closing in, and I lost another life there. I'll keep my concentration high. Hopefully we can get to a bonus stage and get some lives back. Eventually this wall will stop closing in. I think this is the last of the falling columns. Two more units left. Let's go get this last one now. Stage 9 complete. And now we have one of the bloopers from Super Mario. Gotta love the absence of music, and then suddenly getting a cheery song like this really helps it stand out. It's nice to see cameos from other Super Mario characters. You can tell this is Nintendo after all. Kinda caught in a loop here. Oh well, it was worth a shot. That's the bonus stage complete. And now we move on to stage 10. And so we begin stage 10. We've actually got 2 walls now in the middle. That could be interesting. I like how they do actually try to mix it up. They don't just make all the levels the same. The paddle is minimized again. Excellent. Keep our eye on the ball. Whoops, that was my fault there. We've only got 1 life left. So we gotta watch out here, aren't we? Live life a little bit on the edge. After all, we've only got 1 left, haven't we? Stage 11. Now we have moving walls. To get inside that wall. Reaction speed is everything at the moment. It's a very satisfying little series of musical notes we made there. We can get these last 3. One more to go. Come on, we can do this. And that is stage 11 cleared. Stage 12. Ooh, it managed to infiltrate us there. We got an extra life back. That's a good noise to hear when you're in a pinch. Oh, the paddle's so small. Makes it very difficult when you don't get a lot of time to maneuver. Hey, we cleared it. Eventually. Now we have a bonus stage, and you can see another cameo from a Mario character. We have the piranha plant. There we go. Bonus stage completed. And now let us play stage 13, which is simpler in design compared to stage 12. But we don't have any lives left. Luckily though, we can earn some back for every 1,000 points we earn. So we just gotta keep playing as best as we can to hopefully gain more lives. Because I fully intend on completing this game and then uploading the full playthrough for every single one of you. Yes, even a game as simple as this has an ending. So we're gonna get there, aren't we? We need another 500 points and we'll get that extra life we're looking for. Just one more to go. There we go. Stage 13 cleared. Now it's time to relax and watch as we clear stage 14. Quite similar to the previous stage, but with movement involved, which might actually help us depending on the angle we enter from. One more to go. And we got it. Stage 14 cleared. Now we move on to stage 15. If we get 300 points, we can get an extra life, which will give us more peace of mind that we're not going to get a game over the next time we fail. Always good to have backup, isn't it? Need as much concentration as we can muster. Hey, we finally got that extra life I was looking for. Wonderful. go. One more to go. And there we go. Stage 15 is cleared. And now we have another Super Mario character making a cameo in this game. We have Bullet Bill. Use this time to get as many bonus points as we possibly can. Makes it easier to get to that point where we can get extra lives without scraping by as we approach stage 16, which has Super Mario himself. His head is the background drop for this level. Looks like this is going to be a fun stage, because if I can creep the ball to the side here, yes, we're going to have a very satisfying moment like that, where our score gradually goes up and we just sit back and observe. It's quite fun to just sit back and observe. Just keeping an eye on it to make sure it doesn't go astray. One more to go. Excellent. As we clear stage 16. And so we begin stage 17. A moving Mario head. that said, just keep going on forever. As long as you're earning me points and clearing them out of the way, take as long as you want, buddy. Very fortunate. But we can't keep our guard down. Hey, we got an extra life. Lovely. It's going well so far, but you're waiting for the exact moment one of these slips through and infiltrates. Like so. Two more to go. Close call there. Keeps escaping us. There we go, we got it. And that's stage 17 cleared, as we now approach stage 18. And now we have reached stage 18, where the level is shaped like Mario's head. A nice little touch to decorate the game. Let's try our best to try and infiltrate this left side. Or the right side, whichever works. A very quick stage. There's not a lot of time to react. We have two Mario heads to deal with. Whoops. Gotta keep trying. Hopefully we hit enough blocks to gain an extra life. I'm gonna need it in some of these later stages. Now the paddle has become smaller. absolute focus to get through this. Whoops. That was strange, the way it moved there, but hey-o. We're not out of the game yet. Going. Hopefully we can get through that gap in the top. That would help out a lot. Very close call there. Not gonna lie, a bit nervous there on the last life. Come on, we just need those last two. And we did it. Now we are on the bonus round. And we have a little Goomba here we need to destroy. Let's do it. And hopefully get an extra life back. And we cleared the bonus stage. We didn't get an extra life, but we made a lot of progress into getting another one. So, until then, we have to take a lot of care to not lose a single life until then. Till then. Stage 19. Okay, we got a 1-up. Just what we were looking for. Excellent. Keep going, keep going. Oh, very satisfying when that happens. Very tricky pieces to get. Well, let's see if we can get the last of them. Oh, so close. And we did it. And now we have reached stage 20. And now we begin stage 20. Let's go. Work and do our best to clear the stages and gain as many lives as we can to keep the playthrough as safe as possible. Hopefully we can get to a bonus stage soon, which will make earning points a breeze. was very satisfying. A bit scary at the same time. Concentration has to be really on point here. Come on, we can do this. Yeah, we did it. And now let's play stage 21. We need absolutely perfect defense, and we can't make a single mistake. So, no pressure. But we can do this, my friends. I know we can. It's gonna keep moving downward. Nice. It's a battle here. Oops, I accidentally paused there. It's getting quite intense here. As you can see why. Hey, we did it. And now we're in a bonus stage, exactly what we need. Now we go in a bonus stage and we have to take on a Cheep Cheep. Let's go. Have fun. That takes the pressure off. Oh, one away. But still, that significantly takes the pressure off, as now we have an extra life. A little bit more of a safety net. Good thing we did that. And now we begin stage 22. A significant speed increase, I'm noticing. Not even affording myself the luxury of blinking, because that's how small the window is of opportunity here. Wow, that's a hell of a speed increase. it. And we did it. And now we can begin stage 23. If we get lucky, we can trap the ball in between the moving platforms and get a really successful streak going. Got to carve our way through first. See what I mean about trapping it between the columns. You can get very satisfying lineups like that. But this is also where it's going to get very tricky to find the last few remaining blocks. As I said, I can't even blink here. Meanwhile, you can just sit back and relax and watch the pretty object move back and forth. Meanwhile, it's frantic chaos in my screen. But I hope you're enjoying, my friends. One more to go. Come on, we can do this. I know we can do it. And just like that, we did it. And now it is time for the final challenge and last stage, stage 24, to complete Alleyway ASMR. I hope you've been enjoying, my friends, and thank you for joining me on this little adventure, this very basic and simple adventure. I appreciate the company. Now together, let's clear stage 24 of Alleyway ASMR. Now I'm going to keep the talking to a minimum, as the game's really going to put pressure on us with both movement of blocks and speed. As you can see, it's moving rather quickly, but also moving downwards as well. So I really need to concentrate. We have that to contend with as well. The columns falling on us. Keep it going as much as we can.
satisfying to pull off. Come on, we can do this. Now we're getting somewhere. Getting close to the end. Gotta keep up the momentum with a smaller paddle. Very narrow bit of maneuvering, but we got an extra life. We might need it at this rate. Satisfying little noise though, when you get an extra life. Gotta love that. Last one. We did it. And now we have the final bonus stage. And we have none other than Bowser, the villain of Super Mario. Let's see if we can clear the bonus stage. Nice play. And that's us reached the end of Alleyway ASMR. Try again. And that is effectively the end of the game. As in Alleyway ASMR, when you reach stage 24, the game will go in a loop. So, we have technically completed the game. So now, I think all we can do is just play to our heart's content until we lose all our lives. And I guess I can just ramble away I'd like to have a genuine moment with you all by saying thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart for your continued support of this channel. For as long as I've been doing these little videos, I've been slowly trying to improve myself and the content I put out. Even though Alleyway isn't the most complicated game, it doesn't even have a narrative, I thought it would be a nice little idea for every one of you, as the simplicity of Alleyway would make it a fun and relaxing little video. And all I can hope is that someone out there enjoys it. And if it's of any benefit to you whatsoever, the viewer, then this video's existence is merited. So thank you all so very much for your support of this channel, and I'm glad to have you along on my little adventures. Thanks a lot, my friends. Now let's just play more Alleyway until we run out of lives, and truly it is the end. It's good it just doesn't go in an endless loop. You get an acknowledgement you cleared all the stages. Congratulations, try again. And you get a little picture of Mario. Most games would just have you do the infinite loop and go to the credits. So it's nice they added that little touch. So now we're on stage 25, which is really just stage 1 again. As you can see, we're on stage 26, which is really just stage 2 over again. I'm not putting my maximum attention into this, as I just thought I'd let you all know how I felt about your presence on this channel. It's always truly appreciated. And as we play until our lives run out, we have come to the end of Alleyway ASMR. I truly hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you ever feel like supporting the channel, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, or mention me anytime someone mentions who to look for when they need some ASMR. I'd really appreciate that. YouTube can be a bit complicated at times with recommending channels, and visibility in general for a channel as niche as mine is questionable. But I'm not complaining. Basically, if you want to show support, give a like, comment, subscribe, and recommend me. If, of course, you feel like recommending me. Do whatever you please, my friends. I just hope you have a wonderful time, no matter who you are or where you are. Even a little click on this video and sending a comment to say hi is nice enough support for me. I just hope to make content that can be enjoyed by as many people as possible and help you all in some way. Stage 27. So, I hope you're all doing okay, my friends. I genuinely hope everything's going okay in your life. And you take care of yourself. Any hardships, any struggles, I believe in you, my friend. Whatever challenges you're facing, you can do it. So don't hesitate. Just try and relax, take it easy, and take on your challenges head on. Thank you, my friends. I truly hope the best for you. Now, let's see how long we can go before we run out of the last life. There we go. A bonus stage. You know what? To cap off the video with this big bonus stage of Mario, it would be nice to see if we could get 10,000 points for our top score. Let's find out, shall we? We got a little flower symbol, meaning our score has reached over 9,999. So we reached over 10,000 points. That's a nice way to cap off the video, don't you think? This ball really doesn't want to go anywhere else, does it? Oh well. Stage 28. It's nice to know we get an acknowledgement. Since we can't fit 10,000 on the screen, we simply put a little pretty flower as a symbol on the right. And there it is. Game over. Top score, 10,249. What a way to wrap up Alleyway ASMR. And that is the end of our video, my friends. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I bid you farewell. If you feel like supporting the channel, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I really like talking to you all. I might take a little while because things are busy at the moment, but rest assured, I read every single one of your comments, and I'll reply back to you. I really enjoy interacting with you all. Feel free to drop a like, that lets me know if I'm doing things correctly and you like the content. And feel free to subscribe if you like this stuff, because I'd like to get enough subscribers so I can communicate with you all easier, as the more subscribers I have, the more access to different features of YouTube I'll have. Either way, do what your heart feels is right. End of the day, as long as this video benefits you, you can do as you please. Thank you very much for your time, and if you made it this far. This was Alleyway ASMR, and I am Alakazam ASMR. It's time to say goodbye. More fun and interesting content will be on the way in the future. Until then, no matter who you are or where you are, take care of yourselves, my friends, and adios. Thank you, and goodbye.
you.